I'm Charles Bransky, here with the heads of our city, Aubrey Lang and Sadie Watchery.
Hi.
Hello.
Could you tell us more about your city? Like, where is it located?
Our city is located about 5 miles away from Columbus, Ohio.
Awesome. How many people live there and where do they live?
We have about 1,500 residents in our city. Most of them live in these tiny mushroom-like houses that are 2 stories tall in a residential zone. We also have a few of the same houses in our agricultural zone for our farmers. And we also have 2 apartment complexes right by the river, and we have 1 hotel.
Okay, that makes sense. What do you think people do on a normal day?
For kids, we have an elementary, middle, and high school. We also have ponds, parks, sports fields, and much more, where the kids can play and hang out.
Kids would love to live in your city. Would older people though?
Yes. Most people, older people, like to have breaths of fresh air. So we have plenty of open space for them to walk and do whatever they want outside. Our retirement home is also right by our hospital, so just in case if anything happened, they would know that they can easily be transferred into the hospital and get the care that they would need.
Awesome. I would personally love to live there.
What would it be like to live in a city that actually cares about the environment, its future, and its residents? Well, now you don't have to wonder about that anymore by renting one of our wonderful apartments in our city, Galax, Ohio. Our city has many attractions, endless greenery, and multiple stores throughout the city. Everything in Galax City was built just for your needs. So if you want to live somewhere that's very open and cares about you and your safety, Galax is the place for you.
Do you have any city services?
Some city services we have is the police and fire department. I think the fire department is the most important place in our city because of the way we run it. The way we run it, we have drones that come out of the fire department and it goes straight to the river. Then they pick up the river water and bring it over to the fire and dump the river water over the fire.
That's cool. Why did you decide to do this?
We decided to do this because it was way safer than having people fight the fires. Because people are risking their lives to go in the fire and save other people. And we thought that drones, they have a way more of a bigger chance of not falling apart and they can go through really high temperatures. So I think that was a really good decision we had for our city.
That's a great decision. How do you run such a high-tech city?
We have one main source of power and a smaller source of power. Our one main source of power is nuclear power, another smaller source of power is hydropower.
Okay, why did you decide to choose nuclear power?
We decided to use nuclear power instead of any other source of power because we think that it's more efficient. And if nuclear power is more efficient in our city than any other type of power would be, then why would we use any other type of power?
Great thinking.
The fuel you're using in your car right now releases carbon monoxide and a lot of carbon dioxide. This is very bad for our environment. But you can easily help by buying our algae-fueled cars and our algae-fueled hoverboards. Do you want to make a difference in our world? Get our algae-powered products today.
What made you decide to have such a waste-free city?
We wanted a city that cared about the environment and our future. So we decided to redo the city so that we had a circular economy. The original city had loads and loads of never-ending garbage. That's when we decided to take a turn in the city and use circular economy so that there was no more trash.
Smart answer. May I ask why you have a tilapia farm back here?
Our tilapia farm is very important to our city because when we take the tilapia's waste along with our residents' waste and we use it as fertilizer. And also, we can also use the tilapia as many of our food sources.
And may I ask what you do with your trash?
All of our trash goes to our waste management center. Little trucks go from house to house taking all their garbage and recycling items. Then the trash goes into this part here, and when it comes out, it gets smushed into little blocks like these, and they are used to build our houses, our businesses, everything.
Cool. I know that you have a circular economy. Can you explain more about that?
We help keep that promise by having a waste management center that collects both garbage and recyclable materials. This is so we don't accidentally get material we don't use and end up throwing it in our own oceans.
Wow, good thinking. Anything else?
Well, yes, we have an algae farm. We have 2 different types of algae that we grow at our algae farm. We have regular algae and bioluminescent algae. The regular algae gets harvested and brought into our factory. There, the algae is made into fuel for our cars and our hoverboards. The bioluminescent algae is used for our roads so that our roads glow at night, so then we don't need streetlights.
I couldn't think of a better way to use algae.
Live in or near Galax City? Then you should visit the Galax Inn. Galax Inn has a beautiful beach along the riverside. Not only that, but Galax City has an endless amount of things to do. Some of those things include parks, sports fields, malls, gardens, tours, stores, and much more. At Galax Inn, we care about you.
How do you regenerate your natural systems?
We try to keep all the natural resources that we can and all the natural resources that we can pick up from any sort of garbage that we can easily reuse or repair.
Wow, you taught me a lot about circular economy. Signing out with Channel 7 News, Charles Bransky, and the heads of our city, Sadie Watchery and Aubrey Lang.